Hey Berserkos, thought I'd do an easy to make opinion piece today, whilst I work on more important videos for the future. There's one coming down the line that'll really make you guys go, well, berserk. But for now, let's talk about the single best volume in all of Berserk. Volume 1. Who could forget about the Volume 1? Guts as we know him today, a mean jerk with a death wish and a boner for demon hunting. Yes, Volume 1 sucks. Wait, what? Yeah, it's nothing like Berserk today. This simply isn't Guts-chan. A dark edgelord executioner? No. But that raises a question. When did Guts-chan become him true self? Well, that's a stupid question, idiot. This period of his life was a fluke. Golden Age, Casca Rescue Age, Sea God Era Age are all the real Papa Guts. He was always him true self. Black Swordsman Era was just a phase, and therefore utterly unrepresentative of our best boy. A 2-year low point, if you will. And I think we can all concur that when best boy is best boy, Berserk is also at its best. But say, what volume does capture Papa Guts in all his glory? What a good question. Let's run through a few. Volume 5 first comes to mind. Guts is a baller raiders captain. He protects his people and attempts to avenge them against an opponent such as the immortal Nosferatu searcher for the ultimate strong one, known as the 300-year immortal Zod the Immortal Nosferatu. Guts and Griffith team up. Casca is a classic ass. We learn that Griffith's egg necklace has some real significance, and we get to see the coolest apostle for the first time. What a killer volume. But is it the best? Well, it's the first on the list, so you know it isn't. Volume 31 next comes to mind. Papa Guts has been a great papa for a long while at this point, but we're still worried that one day he may berserk his new family. He may cleave him in twain, not meaning to, caught up in his berserker-type rage. Well, this volume answers that worry. Batman Guts appears in full swing. Shirka has saved Guts from himself in a way like no other. He can still possess the raw berserker strength, yet not even have to worry about plowing through Farnese, as much as she might enjoy such a thing. But really, what else happens in Volume 31? Green dude and black dude dodge some lightning? Cool, but best volume cool? Well, it's the second on the list, so you know it isn't. Volume 32 next comes to mind. Volume 31 honestly pales in comparison. There's nothing even special about Volume 31 now that I think about it. Shouldn't have even mentioned it. But Volume 32? Wow. Guts x Zod. We all wanted it, and it finally happened. Armies, apostles, Griffith, this panel of Ganishka, this panel of the Pope Pontiff person, this picture of the boat. It's just the best. Simply great. But what else? Good question. Papa Guts isn't even in it that much, besides the whole never-ending story thing. This isn't the best. After all, it's only the third on the list. So you know it isn't. Volume 13 next comes to mind. I think most people see it as the first real climax of Berserk. But what else? Yeah, it's the fourth on the list, so you know it isn't. Volume 34 next comes to mind. The World Change. Femto, God Hand, Big Apostles, Big Skull Knight Screw Up. But what else? Well, it's the fifth on the list, so you know it isn't. Volume 21 next comes to mind. Mazga's fight, Escape with Casca, Zod, this page of Guts, this page of Skull Knight. Griffith returns in human flesh right before Gus's eyes. Naked. In fact, this positioning kind of reminds me of something. Boom boom. But what else? Well, it's the sixth on the list, so Volume 22 next comes to mind. One word. Zod versus Guts and Griffith is there too. These series of chapters make me proud to call myself a Berserko. The emotion in Guts, the, well, lack of emotion in Griffith, the epic and long-awaited second battle between Guts and Zod. How much better Papa Gutso has become, or maybe just how much of a difference a bigger heap of raw iron type sword makes. And guess what? Other stuff happens too. We get to meet the new apostle army Griffith has recruited: Locust, Grunbelt, Rakshas. We also get to see Silat and his Bakiraka buff boys, and Shirka. An all-around amazing volume. But volume 26 finally comes to mind. If there were only one volume I were allowed to keep to read for the rest of my life, this may just be the one. Perhaps my ideal Papa Guts. Guts has never looked more gutsy to me than in volume 26. His jaw, his pecs, his hair, his eye, and also, maybe even more importantly, this volume gives us the most of Skull Knight we've probably ever seen. You're gonna tell me you weren't blown away with Slan's return? The drip, the brand, the egg, and then she appears. Holy... what? A god hand? Here? Guts goes to mow her down, but she, being the god hand she is, overpowers him in an instant. The wound! And then, from beyond the depths, another familiar face. The skeleton we're always more than happy to see. He shows more prowess than Guts could hope for, and frees them both, but not before Guts gets to run his Dragon Slayer right through Slan, much to her liking. Such intense and awing moments. And not only that, but Isidro even gets his time in the spotlight. But it doesn't even end there. There's still so much this one has waiting for you. Talk about an action-packed volume. The Neo Band of the Hawk, the name much to Guts' surprise, rears its ugly head, as they were the cause of the burning mansion we see in the distance, all while Guts is wounded, both physically and astrally. However will he and his friends make it to safety? Even Skull Knight couldn't take on every apostle here. Indeed, these are bleak times, but also Berserk times. Berserker armor, as black as Guts' inner demon, flails into the fray, crashing and slicing into anything it can. And while we don't see the full fight in volume 26, it's the reveal that really gets me going. This volume has you on the edge of your seat the entire time. This volume has everything: action, suspense, sadness, dadness, lore, this panel, this panel, this panel, this panel, and most importantly, this scene from the anime. But what else? Just kidding. Volume 26 is far and away the tightest and most fun Berserk volume there is to date. But I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me your favorite volume, please, even if it's not a Berserk volume at all. And while you're at it, check me out on Twitch. That's right, I'm a Twitcho now. All because Miura decided to take his sweet, sweet time with the Berserk chapter release. What else am I to do with my time other than play games? Each less and less Berserk than the last. And guess what? Once the next chapter finally hits, I'm gonna read it live. Live Berserk review. You ever thought that was possible? Video reviews will still be happening, but this will be a good way to give my initial thoughts and comment on yours as well. Twitch link in the description, and more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and as always, may the God Hand bless you with a fist bump.